Fellows, welcome. Yesterday I talked about that one guy that was making comments on my channel. Where'd he go? Shit. Let's see. Don, Linda. There he is. Dark Scorpion. Faggot is a offensive word, sir. Definitely a millennial. Dark Scorpion, you are definitely a millennial. Dark Scorpion, you don't realize that you were programmed to be the way you are? You're the byproduct of tooling of people here in the States and out of the States. And that's why you said what you said to me. And that shows the difference between my generation and your generation. And I understand. They feminized you. And they made the girls more masculine. So you guys don't meet in the middle. Wow, how do I start with this? Dark Scorpion. You know that I'm an old guy, right? Are you aware that I watched them do what they did to you as to why you said that to me? I actually watched this happen. And I actually understand why you are the way you are and why you said that. Faggot is an offensive word, sir. And a part of me likes it that you're like that. But the other part of me is just disgusted. I'm not a fan of feminine women or feminine dudes, rather words. And that's what happened to you. I like that you guys are into that whole, don't call them faggots. Don't call them homosexuals. I don't know what you got. Call them LGBT. It's sad. Coming from my generation, looking at your generation, it's sad. I've been complaining about this going on since the early 90s. How they feminized you guys. How they made it so that you would think that being gay is okay. And that's because you're not aware of the truth. The truth that in the 70s, homosexuality was considered a mental illness. And they got someone on the inside to get it taken out of the book. It wasn't because doctors said it wasn't a mental illness. And I think they were kind of barbaric back then, personally myself. I do believe it is, certain people are born that way. So I'm actually on the side, I'm not on the side of how they went about and got it done. Prove it's not a mental illness first, instead of having someone on the inside. Then they came up with the homosexual agenda. And their agenda, if you have a little brother that's like 6 or 7, he's part of their agenda. They want to have sex with him. If you have a little brother, they want to have sex with your little brother. That was written in their manifesto back then. So you're not aware of this stuff. I lived through this stuff. Okay, like you're living through Trump. I'll be gone, and you'll be talking about this when you're my age, telling young fucks that you lived through Trump. Okay. So you'll be able to relay, what it was like and all that stuff, and what you witnessed. So in the 80s, they began a great coming out project. It happened in my college. One of my favorite teachers, actually, came out to the class. I almost got him walked out with the football players, but I stayed. But I'm of a different generation. Are you aware that homosexuality wasn't in my generation's face like it was with yours? You're not aware of that. We didn't grow up seen homosexuals. They were underground. And they came out like a plague of rats in 1980, 81, I believe it was. I was in college then. They started the big coming out to everybody. You know what? I'm gay. This guy came out to his class. That's one of the things they were doing in their meetings. Yeah, they had groups, they had meetings. Start coming out to people was their message to each other. So this guy came out to his class. And of course, you know, the football players, they got up and walked out. They were on the college team. They got up and left. But that's my generation. Okay? I was around gays because my dad's band, there was a transsexual that was in the band, in one of his bands. So I've been exposed to, I guess, seeing that dude singing with hair like a girl. He was like The Rock, black and Polynesian. Maybe that's why I didn't get up and walk out. I don't know. But I was on the verge of walking out. But I'm against their agenda, okay? I don't watch any TV shows that do that now. I've watched them gain the power. Are you understand what I'm saying? I watched them gain the power over society to where you're saying what you said to me. I watched this happen, okay? I watched them start gaining power in the 80s. There was a comedian called Eddie Murphy. He didn't just do Dr. Dolittle stuff. He was actually a stand-up comedian at one time. And all the comedians made fun of gays back then. I watched their power grow when he did his first stand-up routine. He talked about, you know, what if Mr. T was a faggot? Come over here, boy. Fuck me in the ass. And he had that whole skit. Well, the gays came after him. He talked about it in the second one. And he made fun of him in the second one. They were on like cars going, woo, 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 chasing after him. Third one, he shut the fuck up. That's how much power they were gaining in society. They have infiltrated government, police departments, and all forms of power. And that was what their agenda was. Let's get people in these organizations where we make change. Intelligent, masterful. You know, I'm watching this happen and I said, these guys are smart as fuck. And then they start working on society. Don't use the word faggot. So when I see guys like you pop up, you remind me of the power they've gained. You're not aware that they didn't have that power before. Imagine a world without gays having all that power. They have it in the TV shows now. I don't watch any TV show. I just quit watching Supergirl because they made the sister a lesbian. And now they have it so that you have to have a certain amount of homosexual content in every TV show. Otherwise, it doesn't get aired. That's power. So they've totally programmed your mind to think that being homosexual is cool. It's okay. We all have a certain level of homosexuality in us. That's their sales pitch. No, they're not getting access to my grandsons. That's one of the good things about Trump, is that he's not on board with that, whereas Obama was. Now, I'd answered your previous questions in a video I did yesterday, and I need to make it live. Dark Scorpion, Realman's channel. How am I supposed to say it then? And guys, okay, you don't say that to another dude, okay? And guys that you're friends with, Philco, I've never talked to Philco. Tyrone, have girls as friends. Philco doesn't really have girls as friends. Those are chess pieces. to get him more pussy. The same thing with Tyrone. Those are chess pieces to get him more pussy. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Also, I'm of a different generation than both of those fellas. Okay? Tyrone have girls as friends, and you call me feminine? Yeah, I do. And you wouldn't be a boyfriend to a girl that I can't read the rest of it. Let me go to the video in question. You say that I'm feminine and programmed. You say that you want people to debate you. I never said that. I never said I want people to debate me. Okay? Come here to learn. Don't come in and try to talk shit. And when they do, you block them. I'm not looking for people to debate. I'm here to educate, not debate. I don't know where you got that debate shit. Okay. I'm not an expert on Dark Scorpion's life. I don't know what you've experienced. I don't know what you've seen in your days. Okay? I'm an expert on what I've experienced and seen in my life. And that's what I teach here. Males, you young males are not like men anymore. Like these feminized males. Weak. Not all, but enough to be counted. And coming from my old ass generation, it grosses me the fuck out, to be honest with you. Okay? Cop and blow, I finally understand. Okay, I've already done that one. Interesting how you link me with Philco. I don't know where that's coming from. I've seen some of his videos. I've never talked to the man. And he's basically your generation, I believe. I don't know how old he is. Somewhere in his 20s. Fucking Russian babes. More power to him. Okay. So I'm trying to get you to understand. Oh. Looks like this is under... Nope, it's under a different video. I'm trying to get you to understand where I'm coming from. I'm here to teach men how to be the original archetype of men. Not you new feminine males that sit there and watch a sad movie and cry like a bitch sitting next to your girlfriends. I'm not trying to teach you emo types with your emo little bodies. I just watched a show of cheaters last night. The guy was in IT. He was skinny as fuck. Even had the hair over one eye thing going on, that emo shit. Then his girlfriend cheated on him with an 18-year-old who looked just like him. And they had a little skinny fight, a little Zeta male fight. And no punches were thrown. It was sad. Well, I'm here to return the balls back to men, to get the aggressive maleness back inside of you. Because that's why females aren't feeling you. They rather have fucking sex with a female than a real female than have sex with a feminized male. The majority. Not all, but most. There are some chicks that will date guys like you who are feminine and weak. Brothers, I really got to get out of this fucking community, man. Don't know how much I can take of this. What's up, you jelly? I've got to go. Oh, I got to leave right now. It's 10:15. So I'm out of here. Peace.